listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your picture from our government.
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education as the government college to Delhi. And
go gather, destroy their food. Make security camp and that other camp, Togo camp, no compensate everybody.
Generation sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point as more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. With too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after stories, earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet. And we have identified a mechanism to supplement the diet of the fowls that we keep at the African Center for Community and Development. Our intention is to grow them as free-range fowls that have organic food to feed on. And we've identified that fallen plantain stumps or the plantain tree, which is about to rot, is a viable option as food for the birds. They have the opportunity to have carbohydrates through the stump, as well as to eat on some ants and insects that can be found. There is one of the stumps that have already been eaten, and we've now placed new ones that they shall now feed on happily. Free-range chicken farming is what should be encouraged in Africa, as it is by extension a part of village poultry. So Valentine, what is the advantage of giving them this plantain stump?
It gives them carbohydrates, and the advantage that people consider as waste. So yeah, you can feed your fowls. You can eat this one for about a period of 1 week. Gradually, as it's getting fermented, they're eating it. It also makes them to be healthy. It's like medicinal to them.
So you realize that you can strategize with some few stumps, as Valentine has said, by placing them here. They will be feeding on it gradually and gradually until it might become something like that. This one is basically eating. So will be this. When they are supplemented with some grains as well, we are sure that they are picking on the ground, they are feeding on the stumps, and everything becomes a holistic and a complete package. more fiber for the fowls at the African Center for Community and Development. So the fiber from the plantain tree has been identified at the African Center for Community and Development as a major source of food for free roaming birds, and in many cases this is left to rot or thrown as garbage or waste without being recycled as necessary matter that can be used in the keeping of chicken. Strategizing on how to feed birds is vital in Africa, as industrial feed is very expensive and is unaffordable by many who are living below the poverty line. So to expand on the industry and to include more users, it is advisable to develop such systems that will be less costly and that can be accessible by many just by visiting their backyard or the farm of their neighbor, rather than that they would not carry out these livelihood strategies because of the lack of money. So when plantain is harvested, rather than throw it away, give it to fowls. So I have been reporting on the dynamic ways that we have developed at the African Center for Community and Development to feed our free-range chicken. Some ways include the feeding of the birds from the stem of the harvested plantain tree, and we also give them ants and worms, and they do their ranging, which is part of their basic nature. Thank you very much for watching people, places and events at the African Center for Community and Development. That's been Arrey Ivo.
And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for
Our journalist was the Joe Country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic genesis was as government college to Delhi and
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp. That other camp, don't go camp. You don't compensate everybody.
in its degeneration sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at Mbongaya.
is something that needs to be exploited.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.